Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. This is for Wednesday, March the 5th. Please like, subscribe, and share. Well, Marlena's telling all the kids about John is missing in action. She asks Brady to come by. She ends up telling him. He's very supportive of her. He's asking her, what can we do? And she's, of course, thinking the worst because everybody's been out of touch with him for so long. Belle comes in and she tells her the same thing. Okay, so Stephanie just overheard about Joy's pregnancy test. She overheard it from Sarah. And she's going to fix her mother's computer program or something. And she's got, she's all stressed out, and she tells Kayla what's going on. She said, oh my God, I'm going to have to tell Alex. This is Alex's baby. And Kayla's like, no, you can't do that. This is an ethical problem. That's not your secret to tell. It's Joy's, and this is her privacy. And Sarah shouldn't have been saying that. She should have been more aware of her surroundings. So Belle's got all the papers ready. Ava's statement. She just needs Ava to sign it, and she can go lock Kristin and EJ up and throw away the key. And Kristin's mother, Rachel Blake. So she tells her, no, I'm not going to do it. I'd like to see them in jail, but, it's not going to be me that puts them there. And she's like, what? And she tells him, she says, I'm doing it for Brady. And she explains to him about Rachel and CPS. And, Belle understands, but she just thinks that maybe, Rachel needs to be taken away from Kristin, but that would include Brady as well. So Kristin comes in and she's just strutting her stuff and saying, telling Belle, look, since you don't have anybody to file a complaint against me, you need to let my mother out of jail now. And, Belle is like, well, the courts are closed for the day, so she'll have to stay in there one more day until I do it tomorrow. So Kristin's just strutting her stuff around there because she knows she got away with something. Well, she didn't really. It was really Rachel and Rachel. She's just, really pushing their buttons. Belle gets up and leaves, and Ava stands up, and Kristin's like, so, you got something to say? And she said, I got nothing to say to you. And then she slaps her. Wow! She whops her a good one. And then she goes home. Kristin and Brady's waiting to talk to her. And he's like, what happened to your face? And she said, oh, Ava assaulted me. He calls Ava and tells her thanks for dropping the charges and how sorry he is. And she says, I'm sorry too, Brady. And she hung up. So I don't think she's going to see him anymore. She did it to help him, keep him from losing her. What's her name here? Joy is asking Philip for a job at Titan. And she talks him into it. He says, I've got to clear it with Xander first, but it shouldn't be a problem. And she's like, oh, thank you, because, he was engaged to her sister, Chloe, everything that happened with Chloe. At the same time, Alex is talking to Xander about coming back to Titan. Oh, yes, the webs we weave. I think she starts to tell him she might be pregnant later, but she doesn't. Xander's like, I don't see that there should be a problem with it. And he said, well, you think with Philip? Because, he had a thing for Stephanie, and I'm with her now. And he's like, I don't know. I'll talk to him, but I don't think it should be a problem. So they both got jobs at Titan now. That's sure not going to sit right with Miss Priss, is it? And Miss Priss being Stephanie. I keep holding out that she's got a brain and stuff, and then she keeps doing stuff so stupid, like, I've got to tell Alex. She should know it ain't none of her business. Well, it is, but it's not. It's not her place. It's not her business. So Xander and Philip talk, and they agree, they are both hired. So they're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. Because they are taking over Damaris, so, they'll need an extra Kyriakis. So Joy's talking to Alex in the square, and that's when they both find out they're both going to work for Titan. And then they're like, oh, it should be fine, because, we're friends now and all this. And she's like, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. But then Stephanie walks up and she says, what's crazy? And he tells her he's going to work for Titan. She said, well, that's not so crazy. You worked for him before. And Joy said, yeah, I just happened to get a job there today, too. And neither one